Well, here we are in the Crowne Plaza in the Hunter Valley, site of the Media Connect Influence Forum. It was actually supposed to be held here last year, but they didn't quite manage to finish building the hotel in time, so we've had to wait. The big question is, was it worth the wait? Now, the first thing you'll notice as you look at this rather dull scene is that this is literally the largest corridor I've ever seen going into a more or less regular hotel room. One thing we have to criticise is that the Crowne Plaza has gone for that long-standing bête noire of the Gusworld Junket vlog, the compulsory key that you put in if you want to get any power in your room. So a bit of a thumbs down for that. Interestingly, we're in quite a secure building here. If we have a bit of a glance outside, we've actually got a separate door out here which also uses security as well. So not too many drunken hoons coming in at the night, or if they are, they'll be us. Now, return back into the room. Once we walk down the extremely long corridor, this is one of the typical golf villa style things with two entirely separate sets of bedrooms in it. Now, the bedroom in here is being occupied by my brother Alex, and under the terms of the Geneva Convention, I'm not going to show off too much of the mess that he's got in there, but the two bedrooms are fairly broadly similar. Now, stepping on into another perennial source of discussion, the bathroom. Now, the first problem with this bathroom, as you'll notice when the lights come on, is that it has yet another of the exhaust fan on all the time models, which is a bit annoying. There's a few other annoying things in this bathroom too, even though it's got quite a nice shower. It's got this sort of, very 70s brown tile work, which seems to be all the rage in new hotels. The first complaint, apart from the fact that you're looking at me on this mirror is so far away from the sink that when you're trying to shave, it's actually quite difficult to get any decent traction. Adding to that, there doesn't seem to be very good hot water coming into the sink, and this pull tab, basically the second you flick it on, so much water flies around that things are splashing everywhere, so that's a bit of a problem, although the inset plug thing, which you click in and click out, actually works better than I was expecting. So, one of the other residents staying here during the forum suggested to me that one problem with this room is that you can't get from it to the other bedroom without walking through a public area, and it probably should be attached, and there could be something in that. So this is the room I've been enjoying. It's quite nice. We've got two decent sized sort of, double but no more beds here, certainly more than enough room for me. Decent wardrobe space here we actually have, as well as the robes. We actually have coat hangers in this side of the cupboard that you can actually remove, so that's always a little bit of a plus. A decent enough sized desk over here. Well, I haven't got around to using it. Older TV in here, but at least you've got one and your own little view out onto the lake, but we'll go and check that out in a minute. So all you're going to see now is sort of some blurry curtains, and you're going to think, well, what the hell's Kidman going on about? No alarm clock, a perennial source of complaint. The bottle of water will be staying there because, as is fairly typical for a hotel, they're charging $7 for it. I don't think so. Moving on into the main area. Here we have our full-on kitchen. Most of these golf villas do give you a kitchen so you can get stuff done. So there's a decent fridge in there. There's a microwave, hot plate thing, warning about leaving the thing on. Interesting service you can get. If you're too lazy to clean up, you can pay $25 and the maid will do the dishes for you. Somehow I don't think so. A nice dining table space here. Then we get into the main lounge area. With all this brown and this sort of, shag pile carpeting, it's like nothing so much as the set of a 70s porn movie, really. But I suppose there could be worse aesthetics. This is added to that on the television over here when we came yesterday. There's a big message saying, press blue for movies. They didn't mean those kind of movies, but you do have to wonder. Now, if we come over here towards the window, the first thing I'd like to point out is a little note here saying that, attention, the balcony door in this room can open fully and guests with young children should exercise care. What this translates as is, don't let your kids drown out here in the lake. But it's quite nice to have an access to what's not exactly a lake, it's just a bit for the, a bit of a water course for the golf, really, and you can see, might just be able to see a golfer in the distance over there. So a very nice setting, nice to be on the ground floor so we can stumble back in drunkenly. Lots and lots of space. It's wasted in a way because you spend so much time at this convention doing other things that you really only come back to the room to sleep. So in a way, it's not terribly useful, but on the whole, it's a fairly attractive, if rather brown hotel, and I'll be quite happy if we come back here next year.